Hello and very good morning, students of class 7th D and class 7th E. I hope, my dear students, you all are well. My students, yesterday I was completed exercise 1.3 and I told you you have to complete entire exercise on your maths notebook and submit the work in our group, WhatsApp group, that is math discussion group. My dear students, few of you have already submitted the work, but those students who are not completed the work, kindly submit the work and submit it today only. Okay, today I'm going to start the new exercise, that is exercise 1.4. Exercise is 1.4. My dear students, this exercise 1.4 is very interesting because it is based on the very interesting exercise. It is based on the formula called BOD mass. BOD MAS. My dear student, BOD mass is a priority level. You can say that it is a priority based mathematical operator that we have to solve first. So first of all, B stands for brackets. B stands for brackets. O stands for off. D stands for division. M stands for multiplication. A stands for addition. And S stands for subtraction. My dear student, this is the 5 basic, you can say these are 6 symbols or 6 symbols. Through that we have to solve bracket first, then we have to solve off, then we have to solve division, then we have to solve multiplication, then we have to solve addition, then we have to solve subtraction. That means if some question is written in that fashion, if some question is written in that fashion, I mean the question is written in that fashion. Suppose the question is written that 12 divided by 3 multiplied by 7 and subtract by 5. My dear students, as per the BODMAS rule, suppose this is example. I just take this example. My dear student, according to the BODMAS rule, what just look at this priority level. First, we have 3 operators, basically division, multiplication, and subtraction. So according to the priority rule, we have to subtract. The division comes first, and multiplication comes second, and subtraction comes last. Okay, so we have to solve this exercise in that fashion. So suppose we have to divide 12 by 3, so that means it will give 4, and then we have to multiply it by 7 and then subtract by 5. This is step number 1. Step 1. After that, we believe that we have to use second operator is multiplication, that is 4 7 28, and we have to subtract by -5. As you can see, what we have to do, we have to do subtraction, then this 28 minus 5 will become 23. So this is how we have to solve the question, my dear student. This is very easy. Similarly, we have to solve another example. I'll just give you one more example. You just look at this example. Suppose question written that 5 of 3 divided by 5 plus 5. This question is written in that form. My dear student, I want to tell you that of means multiply. Of का मतलब multiply होता है. That means 5 of, we have to solve of first because of is written before division. Of जो division से पहले आया, इसलिए पहले of को solve करेंगे. My dear students, as you can see, of means multiply. Of divided by 3 multiplied by 3 divided by 5 plus 5. तो माय डियर स्टूडेंट, आपको पता है कि पहले मुझे मल्टीप्लाई ऑफ सॉल्व करना है, तो 5 3 15 ही होगा डायरेक्ट. ओके या मैं चाहूँ तो डायरेक्ट ऑफ को यहाँ पे 15 ही लिख सकता हूँ। 5 ऑफ का मतलब मल्टीप्लाई होता है, इसका मतलब डायरेक्ट 15 ही होता है। 15 डिवाइड बाय 5 ओके माय डियर स्टूडेंट, 15 को 5 से डिवाइड करेंगे, नेक्स्ट स्टेप में 15 को जब 5 से डिवाइड करेंगे तो माय डियर स्टूडेंट आपको पता होना चाहिए कि 15 को 5 से डिवाइड करेंगे तो 5 3 15, तो आंसर इज 3 एंड देन वी हैव टू ऐड 5 my dear student, then we have to add this 5 plus 3, this will give 8. This is how we have to solve this question, my dear students. This is another example, so I hope you can get this point. This is how we have to solve the question according to the priority. We have to solve bracket first, then off, then division and multiplication and addition, then at last we have to solve a subtraction in the question. The question solved in that order, my dear student. Then the next is brackets. First of all, we need to understand what is bracket and how we have to solve the brackets. My dear student, there are various types of brackets that are present. Okay, there are various types of brackets. There are mainly 4 types of brackets are there. Types of brackets are there. These brackets are, first one is a line bracket. Suppose this line is given in that fashion. This is called line bracket. This is called line bracket. Okay, this will solve first. Okay, priority of line bracket is highest. You have to solve the line bracket first. Okay. Line bracket. Then, my dear students, we have to solve the second bracket, that is a small bracket. This is the small bracket. Look at this square. This is the symbol. It's called square bracket. The third one is curly bracket or curly bristles. You can say curly bracket. This is called curly bracket. And the fourth one is big bracket. This is a square like this is called big bracket. So my dear student, as you can see, there are mainly 4 types of bracket. First one is line bracket. We have to solve line bracket first. Then look at this symbol. This is called square. This is called square bracket. Or you can say small bracket. This is also called small bracket. Then this is a curly bracket. This is big bracket. Okay. I hope you get this point, my dear student. You have to revise it by your own. And if you found any difficulty, okay, hold on. Now, my dear student, let's move on. Just clear everything and let's try to solve some questions. Okay, I'm just going to share you the screen. Suppose, my dear students, I'm going to share you the screen like this way. Exercise 1.4. The question number 1 is given that. Question number A is given that minus 25 plus 12 divide. I told you I have to use this symbol as well, but we are using Excel, so no problem in this. Divide by 9 minus 3. So my dear students, as you all know that, I just increase the font as well. As you can see, we have to solve this bracket first according to the board module, because bracket comes first. So we have to write down 20 minus 25 plus 12. We have to write down this symbol division as it is. Okay, I just divide. Now we have to solve this 9 minus 3, which is equals to 6, which is very easy. Now, my dear students, I have to divide the symbol. We now, after the solving this bracket part, we will solve this division part, because division's priority is much higher than addition and subtraction. So what we have to do? We have to write minus 25 plus, and my dear student, when 6 is divided by 12, I mean the 12 is divided by 6, what we will get? 2. This is very easy. Now, my dear student, this is very easy integer equation. 25 minus 25 and plus 2. Do both are opposite symbols, so we have basically subtract this question 23. And my dear student, the symbol will be negative because 25 is a bigger number. So this is how we have to solve the question. And you can see this is the answer, minus 23. My dear student, this is question number B. Now I'm just going to start question number B as well in the same fashion. Suppose question number B is given in exercise 1.4 is like 29 minus the big bracket is 38 minus under the curly braces written 40 divided by 2 minus 6 minus 9 divided by 3 eventually divided by 3. So as you can see, this is the equation. Now we will think how to solve this thing. So as you can see, there are multiple brackets, but you know that there are mainly 3 types of brackets are given, because according to BODMAS rule, we have to solve the bracket, and then in bracket you have to solve this square bracket. Okay, this is the small bracket, you can say this is small. We have to solve the small bracket first. My dear student, in small bracket you can see that there are 2 operators, that is negative and division. You know that according to the BODMAS rule, division comes first before subtraction. So we have to divide this, we have to perform division operation first. My dear student, we have to write this equation in that fashion. Write 29 minus this 38, that we have to minus 40. We have to put this division sign and write down minus, minus. Then what we have to do now? We don't need to do anything. I just copy the same thing. But now, my dear student, when I divide 9 by 9 divided by 3, so you know that 9 3s are 3 9s are 6, so that is divided by 3. This is the answer. But you know the small bracket is still not finished. We have to do one more step to solve this small bracket. We have to write down the same equation. Again, that is we have to write 38 minus, in the curly braces we have to write 40 divided by 2 minus, when we have to divide 6 minus 3, I will get 3 as output, and then we have to put this division symbol again, 3 divided by 3. Okay, my dear students, you can write this 29 minus, you have to write this 38 again, and you can see that now this curly braces is left now. But what you have to do now? We have to write this 38 again. And under the curly braces, you can see, my dear students, the 40 divided by 2 minus 3 divided by 3. That means 40 divided by 3 and 3 divided by 3, both are the same priority. So we have to divide the operation in the same step. When we divide 40 by 2, we will get 20. Minus, when 3 divided by 3, we will get 1. I hope you understand this point. This is very easy step. but still one bracket is curly braces left now. Then we have to write minus 29, and we have to write this square bracket first. 38 minus 29. 20 minus 1 will always gives you 19. Then my dear students, that 29 minus 38 is like 18. 18 minus 9, 9, and 2 minus 1, 19. This is how we have to solve. And when we subtract this 19, 29 minus 9, we have to get 10. My dear student, the answer is 10. I hope you get the point. The answer is 10. Do you have any problem? If you have any problem, you can ask me. Else you could understand this point. Then I will continue the steps. Now the question number C is based on different approach. I just write down the question first. Question is 14 minus, I just need to write something in that fashion. Suppose I need to write this 1 by 2. Then we need to write this curly bristles, right? 13 plus 2 minus, under the square bracket I have to write this 7 plus 5 minus 2 plus 3. But the catch is there is a line bracket between 2 and 3. So my dear student, I told you earlier that priority of the line bracket is much higher than anything else. My dear students, we have to follow the same approach. What we have to do now, we have to copy the question. I just solve this question very well. I just copy the question. And now what we have to do now, we have to solve this bracket first. That means 2 plus 3. 2 plus 3 will eventually give you 5. My dear student, we have to write this 5 because 2 plus we have to solve the and the line bracket will remove. This is how we have to solve this thing. Now where 2 plus 3 will give 5, and now what will be the equation? 7 plus 5 minus 5. Then we have to, what we have to do now? We have to copy this equation again. So I think I just need to write in a manual way only. It's 14 minus. So just you can see how effort I just put. So you just write 1 by 2. As you can see, the division symbol is here. That is 13 minus 2. And my dear students, wait, 13 plus 2. This is not minus. 13 plus 2 minus, in the bracket, what we have to do now? 7 plus 5 minus 5. You know that you have to solve this plus operator. Then 7 plus 5 will become 12, and we have to write minus after that. Now, my dear student, what we have to do now? We have to do the same operation again. We have to put 14 here minus, and again put this 1 by 2 symbol again. Okay. Just 1 by 2 again. Then write down 13 plus 2 minus 7 minus 5 will give you 7. So the answer is 7 now. As you can see, the only small curly bracket is left now. So how we have to solve this thing? You can see that we can easily solve this thing. We just write down equals sign. -14 minus 1/2. Again, what we have to do now? This is 13 plus 2 minus 7. So we have to add first, that is 15 minus 7. And then what we have to do now? To divide this equation that fashion, that is 14 minus 1/2. And again we have to write 15 minus 7 will give 8. And my dear student, when no symbol is given, that is considered as multiply. So we have to consider this as multiply. So we just consider this is a multiply symbol. So what we have to do, we have to cancel this 2 and 4, which is equals to 2 divided by 4. So we can write this equation as -14 minus 8/2, which always gives you the better option. This is better to write. Now it will give 14. When 14 is written as 8 divided by 2, it will give 4. And 14 minus 4 will eventually gives you 10. My dear student, this is the answer of this equation. I hope you get the answer very well. Oh. My dear students, this is how we have to solve this exercise. So you have to do question number up to question number H by your own. And if you find any difficulty to solve the question, you will ask. Okay, I will tell you that if you find any difficulty to solve any question, you can ask me. Else you have to try by your own. My dear student, this is the whole exercise all about. Solve the equation, and if you find any difficulty, you can ask. Okay, my dear student, have a nice day. Thank you. Bye.